All right, I'm Bradley Quick, and I'm the host of the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick radio talk show. I'm here sitting here with Don Migeul Ruiz and his son Don Jose Ruiz. I want to thank you guys very much for being here with me today.
Oh, thank you.
We're talking about the Four Agreements, the predecessor to the Fifth Agreement. The Four Agreements have sold 4.4 million copies. That's 4.4 million copies. That's all over. It's in 36 languages. We're talking now the Fifth Agreement, which is number 9 in the New York Times bestseller list. It's amazing. You've written the Four Agreements, the Mastery of Love, and the Voice of Knowledge, and now you've come up with the Fifth Agreement. I really want to know, before we get into the lineage here, I really want to know how this all began for you. I mean, was it all your mother, or was it her father?
Well, there's a very long story.
It's a Reader's Digest version.
Well, we come from the Mexicas.
Mexicas.
Which is the Aztecs.
Right.
That they call themselves the New Toltec.
The New Toltec. That's what they call themselves, the New Toltec.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, because the word Toltec means artist.
Right.
And in certain point, Moctezuma and the other Tlotuanis, they went to Teotihuacan, who was already almost like 900 years in ruins. It was just the sites. Nobody lives there.
Right.
They saw the extension of those pyramids and say, oh my God, this should be done for sure by the gods. And the gods are the artist.
Right.
Then that's why they call it Toltecs, the artist. And it's the creator, the one who created everything. Then they say, well, if they were the Toltecs, we are the new Toltecs, the Mexicas, the Aztecs. And they create a kind of civilization where they divide themselves into the Jaguar Knights, Eagle Knights, and everyday people.
Wow.
Then the Jaguar Knights, what there was the apprentices.
Now you grew up knowing this, right?
Well, that was just stories for me. I grew up in a beautiful family with a lot of harmony, witnessed a lot of miracles from my mother, because she was a curandera. When I was born, there was a lot of people following her, and by the power of her faith, she performed a lot of miracles, really. Then I learned from her that everything is possible. Everything. If we want something, everything is possible. Then I grew up and that way, and I used to visit my grandfather, which is her father, and it was, we can say, the dawn.
But you didn't want to go into a psychological or spiritual profession or belief system. You got into the medical field.
Oh, definitely, yes.
So how did that come about?
Well, two of my older brothers, they're medical doctors. One is a neurosurgeon and the other is an oncologist surgeon.
Right.
Then just follow their steps. I went into
these big brothers?
School. Oh yes, yeah. I'm the youngest one of 13. Then it's a huge family.
13?
Yeah, and from both sides, my father and mother. Wow. There's so many that I really don't know them.
Wow. First cousins you've never seen before.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's incredible.
I see this in the street and I don't recognize them.
So what age did you grow up with the older brothers being doctors and following that pursuit? Did you kind of grow up wanting to do that? Listening to your mother, listening to the spiritual, the Toltec?
Well, for me it was not any difference.
No?
For me it was everything completely normal. You know, the whole reality that exists in my mind, well, there was no separation at all.
Right.
There was no conflict to be a medical doctor or to be a healer.
How did you get out of the medical field and get into this field? I mean, how did that... I don't want to title them fields because it's all about helping people, and that I understand. But what transpired? Was the accident you had?
Well, that triggered that shift, really. But I really don't consider to stop being a medical doctor. What it changes the field.
Right.
You know, one thing is to be a surgeon, and the other is just to go into the human mind. And that's exactly what my mother was using, the human mind. And I see results. And there, you know, there's so many doctors. And the other way, there's so many curanderos, there's so many brujos, if you can call it whatever. But they don't have the awareness of what they do.